Dr. Chinmoy, now we are
Yes.
on our Facebook Live. We can begin the session by sharp 6.
Okay.
Okay, we can begin the session now.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Today's topic for the webinar is digital marketing for dentists. And from what we have seen in the past few months, everyone seems to be online these days. So the sooner we realize this fact of life, the better it is for all service providers like doctors and all other professionals to switch to the digital platform as soon as possible. So with these opening words, let's begin this webinar. So in today's webinar, the topics that we'll be talking about uh, in brief, and some of these topics will also be covered with a little bit more detail than with other topics. First, we'll talk a little bit about me. I'm sure a majority of the audience today may be vaguely aware of what I do, and there is a huge chance that most of the audience do not know me. So we'll talk a little bit about me and what I do for dentists in India and also for dentists all over the world. So the next topic we'll cover is a brief introduction to what we are going to cover in the further chapters or in the further slides. We'll talk about a little bit about the ethics of marketing when it comes to marketing dentistry, and why DM is better than other forms of marketing. DM is short for digital marketing. Will also touch all the available digital marketing channels that we have in India and in other countries. Some digital marketing channels are not available in India anymore, owing to some political fiascos that has happened recently. We'll also talk about why branding is different from direct response marketing, and we'll cover a little bit more in detail what direct response marketing entails. The next chapter or the slide that we will cover is the kind of direct response marketing that actually works when it comes to dentistry, which is called lean direct response digital marketing. Then we will talk in short about how a patient's journey is undergone before he becomes a loyal patient in your clinic. So that will be covered in a slide known as the digital marketing sales funnel, and why this digital marketing sales funnel needs to be tweaked so that the dentist can wring out the most from this platform. So that takes us to the next slide, which will be called dentist's digital marketing funnel. Then we will talk in uh, a brief about how social media helps in the digital marketing for dentists. Social media is a very small but a very essential part of digital marketing. And the next topic that we'll cover will be website and search engine optimization. Website is the heart of your digital marketing, and without a website, your digital marketing is lopsided. We'll also talk in details what a website should have and what the common mistakes that most of us make when we commission someone to get a website made. Then I'll share with you a secret tip, which I'll not share straight away. I'll share it when we reach that particular slide. Then we will talk in a little detail about how to start with digital marketing. If you are new to digital marketing, what needs to be done first, what needs to be done next, and what comes where does social media go, where do you integrate your website. We'll talk all that in this slide. Then we will talk a little bit about the digital marketing firm that I have created for dentists, doctors, and all kinds of doctors, dentists, physicians, psychiatrists, and other healthcare professionals. There is a secret bonus which I will add at the last of this slide presentation. We'll also talk about a little bit about how digital marketing has changed the way how we do business. So without much ado, let's start with the first slide. A little bit about me. I am a dental practitioner in Guwahati, Assam, which is a state in the northeast of India. And most of your scenic beauty is covered in the northeastern part of India. This is scenic beauty which is not seen in other parts of the country. So if you have a plan for a vacation, not this year, but in 2021, I implore you, please come and visit our part of the country. I am also a digital marketing consultant. I coach other doctors when it comes to digital marketing. I am an admin in several Facebook groups. The biggest one of them are two of them, which is one is known as the Future of Dentistry in India. The second group is Learn Digital Marketing for Doctors and Healthcare Professionals. These are the two main Facebook groups that I'm trying to promote so that people can teach and learn from each other when it comes to futuristic technologies and futuristic treatment modalities when it comes to providing dental services in India. I am a BDS. I did my BDS in 2011 from Rajiv Gandhi University. My college alma mater is ACS Marsur Dental College. I am currently pursuing MBA in Marketing Management from Narsee Monjee Management Studies. I own a digital marketing agency known as Zelth Digital Marketing Agency. You can look it up on zelthonline.com. We try to offer our services to only healthcare professionals currently. We have healthcare clients all over the world, mostly from India, US, Australia, and Canada. A little bit about marketing. So when it comes to marketing, there are many myths, there are many half truths, there are many things that people think they know, but believe me, when it comes to marketing, it's not something that can be taught to you over one presentation. But I'll try my best to bring forward to you uh, all the things that need to be known uh, if you are a newbie in this field. Marketing is supposed to be an ongoing passive exercise when you are offering your services. But even then, when it comes to digital marketing, that has to happen on a different scale altogether. So when it comes to marketing, we have to be uh, very clever about it. And to be clever, you have to know how it works. So going by the textbook definition, marketing is the activity, set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for your customers, patients, clients, partners, and society at large. It includes advertisements, but there are other important components as well. So, marketing is something that engulfs your day to day activities when you are earning money. Okay, so digital marketing is a type of marketing, is the component of marketing that utilizes the internet and online based digital technologies such as desktop computers, mobile phones, and other digital media and platforms to promote products and services. So marketing, when you're offering your marketing by way of where people are visualizing your brand or what you are offering or your services, when it's done in a via technologies and devices such as computers, mobile phones, and other digital media such as display boards, or say the radio, or say the your Kindle book. So if the delivery of marketing is via digital medium, it's called digital marketing. Both of them are not two separate entities. These are they are just they have bifurcated only because of their type of delivery. Okay, so all advertisements are a part of marketing. If you go back to the previous slide, the definition of marketing has a second line which says that it includes advertisements, but there are other important components as well. So the take home point from that slide is that all advertisements are a part of marketing, but all marketing is not just about advertisement. Advertisement is just one component. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. The expression elephant in the room refers to a huge topic that everyone talks about, but no one wants to address. An elephant in the room means uh, means there is a pain point that is affecting everyone. Everyone knows about it, everyone talks about it, but no one actually can come forward to do away with the problem once and for all. So what we are attempting to do via this webinar is tackling the bull by its horns, or as the saying goes, let's tackle the elephant in the room. So when it comes to ethics, there is only one body in India that governs all dentists and dental treatments and service offerings. That is the DCI, the Dental Council of India. So we'll try to decode the DCI guidelines when it comes to marketing. So what I have done is I have tried to differentiate the unethical practices from the ethical practices, and where our digital marketing can be utilized using only the ethical means. So that's where we have drawn the line. So what is unethical is direct marketing. Direct marketing means organizing camps, claim vouchers, and promo activities. This is considered unethical by the DCI, which means if you go and set out a camp and ask the people in the locality to come and get treatment done in the camp with the objective where you want people to come to your clinic because they had shown you once in the camp, that gimmick is supposed to be uh, unethical in the eyes of DCI. Claim vouchers. Claim vouchers are, um, uh, those you see sometimes we hear about these things in one Facebook post or the other, or on Twitter, where you'll see some dentist is offering claim vouchers saying 50% off or 30% off on scaling or free checkups. Those claim vouchers are unethical, and not only unethical, those are foolish as well. Okay. Promo activities are those activities which is done in malls or in crowded places with the objective that more people, uh, where your practice or your banners become more visible to more people. And uh, frankly speaking, these gimmicks are not supposed to be done at all, because not only is it unethical, these things do not convert. It's unethical to hire agents or touts and giving out commissions to people for bringing in patients. I don't want to go into this because from the sound of it, it looks as if we are offering something very shady. Okay. This third point, signboards other than a location. This is a huge talking point, because if I am practicing in a place which is in a particular building, my signboard should not be further than 100 meters away from where I'm practicing. Anywhere else, if you do your branding, that is considered unethical, not only by DCI, but also maybe by your municipality board as well. Okay. Brand placements are not to be encouraged. You do not need to place your clinics branding anywhere other than in your own compound or in your own building where your clinic is located. It is also unethical to write articles or give opinions without evidence. We see a lot of dentists these days making YouTube videos on how to do stuff. There was, I think there was one doctor who was giving out on YouTube. She was sharing a video that she made regarding oil pulling, so-called oil pulling in dentistry. Because these things do not have evidence, it is not only unethical, it is also illegal. So it's better to reserve your opinions for you and your patients, and not to not to distribute any material which does not have any evidence or any basis in science. Ads in electronic media is frowned upon because it translates to branding, and any electronic media which has your branding, uh, it's not going to convert, because believe me when I say this, if you see a if you see an ad for a doctor on the ticker tape that runs below a news channel, would you go for that doctor? I mean, would you have enough time for yourself to note down the phone number, take an appointment, and then reach his clinic? I don't think so. It's unethical and simply futile. It is also unethical for you to solicit your patients directly. If you go around to a party and you see someone who might be a good case for your treatment, it's unethical for you to directly go to him, tell him that you are a dentist, and try to offer your services or bring him to your clinic directly. It's unethical and leaves a bad taste in the mouth. What is ethical is charity and medical or dental bodies offering free treatment. So if you want to offer free treatment, you have to register a charity in your clinic's name, or convert your practice into a charity and offer free treatment. If that is not feasible on your end, you can always tie up with your local IDA or any other dental body and offer camps and free treatment. That is considered ethical. What is also ethical is that you can give out ads and make announcements in the ads. For example, if you have a new doctor joining your clinic, or if you have a change in the timings of your clinic, you can always make an announcement in the form of ads. That is not considered unethical. What is considered unethical is ads that catch the eye and looks like solicitation. Any kind of solicitation is unethical, but any kind of ads which give out information in the form of announcements, or in the form of changes in the type of practice you do, changes in the timings of your practice, those are ethical. What is also ethical is inserting your entries in telephone directories, yellow pages, and the internet. So if you are on Google, it's not unethical. If you are on Just Dial, it's not unethical. If you are on Practo, it's not unethical. What is unethical is branding yourself to be better than your fellow dentists. That is a very big time no-no. Okay. What is also ethical is maintaining websites where factual information is being shared. If you have a website in your clinic's name, that is not, no one is going to stop you from offering any kind of factual information about treatments that you are doing in your clinic, or the kinds of charges you are taking from your clinic. And no one is going to stop you from making a website and doing digital marketing if you are doing it in a very ethical manner. So digital marketing is supposed to operate within the boundaries of these ethical guidelines. Anything other than this is simply black hat tactics. We are not going to go into that. We're always going to stay on the right side of law and the right side of ethics. Okay. The difference between digital marketing and traditional marketing are the following points. In digital marketing, the advantages are that it provides value to the client, creating loyalty to the brand. Okay. Value is something that you offer from your end without shelling out a single paisa. And when the client takes it from you, he also doesn't have to shell out a single paisa. So it's all about how much you are trying to provide to the patient before he gives you any money. That value can only be offered by digital marketing. That means a patient, if he's or she is sitting at home and wants to know more about you and wants to trust you without having met you even a single time, what he or she can do is he or she can just come to your website or find you on Google, or maybe have read the reviews about you, and then she starts gaining trust in you. That trust is known as value. That value is something that you have not given her any money to gain her trust, right? So that is something that is free of charge to you and to your client. That is never to be charged. This value will come a lot more times in the coming slides. We'll talk more and more about value. Okay. Value is very important when it comes to marketing, and digital marketing offers the best kind of value that there is. Okay. If you have a blog or a video, you can educate your patient whether for example, if your patient has say she has crooked teeth, she has misalignment, and wants to get some kind of clarity on how these braces work before she gets them for herself. So what she will do is she will go to your website, or maybe she will go to your YouTube channel. She'll try to find out more and more about what kind of treatment is going to be done on her before she starts trusting you with her money and her time. Okay, so this can only be done via digital marketing. There is no other traditional marketing channel that can help her with this. You can attract your patients by writing about things that you know about on your blog. Your blog can be connected with your website, and people can read your blog, gain trust little by little, and then when it comes to converting into a patient for your clinic, they will just refer back to the knowledge that they had gained from your blog. So it's better for you to jump to digital marketing the first moment that you get, because this is the hottest topic right now, whether or when to transition from your traditional way of doing things to the digital platform, whichever is available. Okay, you can also create viral content that links to the website. Another point is viral content. Viral content cannot be done, could not have been done in the days of traditional marketing. Viral content can only be shared on digital platforms. One click, one share, and you're famous, right? So that is the thing that we need to strive towards. Any value added content from your end, if it becomes famous, it makes for good branding, and that branding will automatically translate into more patients in the clinic, and more patients who have already had good things to hear about you. Those kind of the patients are the ones that we'll need to target and bring in into your practice. The fifth point is reciprocity. If you offer value, if you do not think in terms of money when it comes to disseminating information and content when it comes to dentistry, people will reciprocate by converting. So reciprocity is, if you do good for someone or if you good for the society at large, there is a good chance that society will do something good for you. That transaction is where we have to cash in, and that is why value addition is more and more important, and increasingly so. Okay, in traditional marketing, the nature of marketing is interruptive. That means when you're watching a cricket match, have you had this experience in which there is a, like you are on the edge of your seat and there is a very high tension environment going on, and Dhoni is just about to, there are only a few couple of runs remaining to win the match, and suddenly there is a ad that comes and you get frustrated, you want to tear your hair off, right? So that is what traditional marketing does to you. It's interruptive in nature. You are doing something else and an ad has to make its way into your attention span in order to become visible. So that is interruptive. Okay, it can hold your attention only for a short time because you're not in the zone. You don't want to watch a Chyawanprash ad in the middle of a cricket match, of a 2020 match, right? So once the Chyawanprash ad goes away, do you remember about the Chyawanprash ad? No, right? If India wins the match, you can only think in terms of how we won the match, what kind of hardships the players had to face, and what kind of adrenaline rush you had. You don't remember about the Chyawanprash. So the Chyawanprash manufacturer is losing money when it comes to traditional marketing. Traditional ads also tend to be expensive, especially if the campaigns are not successful. There is no way for you to know whether an ad or a branding is going to be successful or not. There are no metrics, there are no insights that you will gain. If you have a hoarding in front of your clinic, if you see it once or twice a day and for 10 days you don't see it at all, how does the advertiser know how many times you have seen the ad or whether you're going to buy whatever is being sold, right? So that is why we have to switch to digital marketing, because it's very laser targeted. Traditional marketing is not laser targeted. We have to switch to digital marketing platforms because they are more targeted in nature. Okay, I'll share with you the categories of digital marketing that we have these days. Okay, there's a mind map that I created yesterday. I'll show you the mind map. So digital marketing is what we have discussed. Is digital marketing is just like a type of marketing in which the digital platform is the mode of delivery. Okay, there are two types of digital marketing. Okay, one is called inbound marketing and one is called outbound marketing. Inbound marketing is when the patient comes searching for you and lands on your website or on your GMB, or on your or maybe he just comes and finds you in your clinic. Okay, you have not done anything to bring him to your clinic, and he has found you on his end, and now he's coming to become a patient in your clinic. Okay, the outbound marketing example is when you have done something to make yourself known. Your clinic your clinic banner is an example of outbound marketing. You have to put yourself outside so that people know what you do and what you offer. Okay, inbound marketing is something else. Inbound marketing is your name is already out there among the people, and people have searched for you. They have entered into a journey which ends in your clinic. Outbound marketing is the opposite of inbound marketing, which is you going out. You have gone out on a journey to gain one patient or maybe 10 patients from somewhere, and now you become known to them. Okay, I'll show you what kind of inbound marketing and outbound marketing I'm talking about. What kind of inbound marketing tools and platforms and outbound marketing tools and platforms are there. Okay, any kind of inbound marketing has to be of two types. One is organic and one is paid. Organic inbound marketing are those inbound marketing tools and platforms where you do not have to pay for any kind of patient or client acquisition. Okay, so there is this thing called GMB, Google My Business. Google My Business is a free tool offered by Google for local businesses only. If you have a website where you're offering dental information and tips for keeping your oral hygiene and tips for keeping your dentition healthy, that will not be covered by GMB. It has to be a local brick and mortar business. Dentistry is one such local business. Okay, next is SEO, search engine optimization. You need to have a website for search optimization, search engine optimization. Search engine optimization is nothing but you positioning yourself in search engines such as Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Okay, you need to have a website for search engine optimization. For Google My Business, you need to have a brick and mortar place where you see patients in person. You can also do blogging. It does not cost you much, or it doesn't even cost you too much to start blogging. Okay, YouTube is free to set up and share content. WhatsApp is free for you to use. So these are organic. Here you cannot, you need not pay any money for marketing yourselves. Okay, the paid inbound marketing platforms are search engine marketing, which means if you have a website which you want to showcase to maximum number of people who are looking for dentists or implants or smile design, then they will see relevant ads because you paid the search engine to make yourselves more visible. That is what SEM entails, search engine marketing. It is the paid version of SEO. Search engine optimization, when it is the paid version of search engine optimization, is search engine marketing. Then there is something called PPC, pay per click. Pay per click is another method in which you make yourselves more visible to your potential patients. Okay, so you don't have to pay money irrespective of whether you have put out the ad or not. You will only pay the platform when a patient clicks on the ad. Okay, so PPC is a very good tool to use in your digital marketing. PPC is its full form is pay per click. Then there are something called YouTube ads. YouTube ads are those ads which you see when you watch videos on YouTube. Sometimes you will see before the ad starts, before the video starts, you'll see a brief 10-second ad. That ad is very, very targeted, but these are paid in nature. You have to pay the platform some amount of money for the platform to make you visible. Okay, this is inbound marketing. Outbound marketing, I'll show you what outbound marketing entails. There are two, like in the inbound marketing category, we had organic and paid. Similarly, in the outbound marketing category as well, we have organic and paid uh, uh, paid categories. Okay. In the organic category, in outbound marketing, we have Facebook. It's outbound. You cannot expect people to know you if you do not ask them to see your page or to see your posts on Facebook, right? There is no way someone is going to search for you all the time on Facebook just to know about your business, right? So that's why it's outbound. You have to put yourself out there on Facebook to make yourself visible. Similarly, on Instagram, Instagram is a tool which is more targeted to people who love watching visual visual objects, and not like Facebook and Instagram. They work differently, but they are part of the same company, same huge company called Facebook Incorporated. So Instagram is for those people who love watching visual objects. Facebook is for those people who love reading articles. Okay. Similarly, we have another platform known as LinkedIn. LinkedIn is for people to connect professionally. If you are doing something good for other healthcare professionals and you want to be known among that circle, you can put yourself out there on LinkedIn. People will know you, and people who have similar interests, similar professions would like to connect with you on LinkedIn. Okay. Then there is TikTok, which is not there currently in India. Here you have to put yourself out there and show your talent, and there is no way that people will know you in TikTok unless you put yourself there, right? There's you have heard of this term called influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is you lot of followers, and then you try to sell other people's products. Okay, this is a very unreliable way of marketing yourselves. If you pay some celebrity, or say some Instagram celebrity or TikTok celebrity to endorse your services, that is not going to be sustainable in the long run. And also, influencer marketing has very sketchy results. The results from influencer marketing are not justified against your return on investment. So it's not a very credible way of doing marketing. Then there is viral marketing. Viral marketing is another way to do marketing, but like influencer marketing, this is also a little bit on the sketchy side, because viral marketing, you have to do some kind of, you have to offer some kind of incentive for the person to do this kind of marketing. For example, say some 5-6 years ago, we used to get forwards in all the groups and posts regarding stuff like do this, otherwise that will happen. Say for example, someone used to share a picture of Lord Ganesha, and then there was a caption where they used to say, share this to 25 people and then good luck will follow. So those kind of marketing are not sustainable, because if they would have been sustainable, you would have seen more of that in this day and age as well. But since we now know that it doesn't work, that kind of viral marketing is not to be encouraged. Okay, the paid versions of Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok in marketing and viral marketing, there are different types of them. Some of them are listed in red here. There is Facebook ads. You see those sponsored posts sometimes while scrolling through your timeline. Those are FB ads. The people have to pay to Facebook to make themselves visible. Okay, it makes for great branding. Similarly, we have ads in Instagram as well. Okay, if you're offering a visual product, then there are ads in LinkedIn, there are ads in TikTok, there are ads in Hotstar. Yes, you'll see ads in Hotstar as well these days. If you are watching a movie, sometimes you'll get interrupted multiple times with ads. This is not a very good way of marketing, but since the delivery platform is digital in nature, I have enlisted Hotstar ads in digital marketing as well. Then there are digital banners. For example, you putting an ad in someone else's you putting an ad in someone else's website. Okay, that is also a type of digital marketing which is not very reliable in nature, but since the delivery channel is a digital platform, I have enlisted digital banners as well. Okay, coming back to our slide presentation, we have covered a few of the digital marketing channels that many people are using. What we missed is content marketing. Content marketing is a very popular way of marketing yourselves digitally in the manner of say you have say there is a website in which there is a lot of traffic, and say there is a website in which many of your patients are have subscribed to. So what you can do is you can write an article in that magazine or the website where people can read more about you, and then gain a little bit more trust, and then you can try to convert them into your patients in the long run. Okay, this marketing similar to your WhatsApp forwards, but email marketing is more formal in nature. Okay, there is affiliate marketing, which is a smaller version of influencer marketing. Affiliate marketing is marketing other people's products and earning a commission out of it. Okay, radio advertising, television advertising, mobile advertising, these three are advertisings only. It's not, they should not have come under marketing, but since the delivery platform is digital in nature, so I have included them here as well. But will not be focusing on the marketing channels which are enlisted in the lower rungs of this list, but on the ones on the top of this list. Okay, now I want to talk to you about where we are wrong when it comes to marketing. Most of us, even I have had this problem of confusing branding with marketing. Branding is a small part of marketing. Okay, what we need to focus on is direct response marketing. Direct response marketing is a type of marketing in which you offer your services to your patients directly. You do not need to make a huge hue and cry about what you are going to offer, how you are going to do it. All you have to do is make the person trust you with what you can offer. Okay, branding is different from direct response marketing. In branding, you are showcasing yourselves to a lot of people. In direct response marketing, you are showcasing what you can do to that person who needs what you're offering. So there is a huge difference here. You have to be more focused when it comes to marketing your dental treatment. You have to be more focused. That means it's not like if you're offering someone braces, you want to offer everyone braces, right? You will be offering braces, and what kind of braces needs to be offered. All these things are very personal and very customized in nature. So you can't be showcasing your treatment to a lot of people because it's simply not feasible. In branding, you need a big budget because you don't know how many people will be watching you, right? But in direct response marketing, you only need a very small budget because you will be marketing yourselves to only those people who will need your services. Okay. Branding results in promotion. That means it wants to make you famous. Okay. But direct response marketing results in patient conversion. Okay. If you do direct response marketing, you will gain a sure shot patient. But if you go about branding yourself, you will only make yourself famous, but no conversions. The person who comes to your clinic may have heard of you somewhere and he has come to just check you out. Only that can be that can happen when it comes to branding. But if you're doing something called direct response marketing, it will automatically result in someone coming over to your clinic with the objective of getting treatment done. Okay. Branding works with FMCG products and mass B2C products. Okay. If you are selling toothpaste, branding is for you. But if you are selling a root canal treatment, branding is not going to work for you. Only direct response marketing is going to work for you. Okay. Inefficient marketing and non-targeted audience. That's why you will be shelling out more money and you will need a bigger budget in branding. But whereas in direct response marketing, the audience is very much targeted. Like I said, you will need to only market your services to those people who will need those services. So that's why your marketing is efficient. Your marketing is more efficient, and it's going to be more bang for your buck. What you spend is what you earn, maybe 10 times more. Okay. Always focus on direct response marketing if you are promoting dentistry. But if you're promoting toothpaste, you can always go for branding. Okay. So the examples of branding are online banners, like the banners we talked about in the past slides. Okay. You can go for bulk SMS. You can go for WhatsApp blasts. Even WhatsApp doesn't allow you to blast forwarded posts more than 5 times at once. Okay. So those are branding exercises. You don't know who will convert, right? So that's why online banners are going to be expensive. Bulk SMS is going to be expensive. No one is going to charge you per SMS. They will always try to sell you in bulk, say 1000 bulk SMS or 5000 bulk SMS. And so you'll have to buy the entire bundle and blast it and see where it sticks. It's not a very efficient strategy. But if you go for SEO or if you go for PPC, here people will always, you'll be targeting only those people who are interested in what you are offering. Okay. If you're offering teeth whitening services, only people who have searched in Google for teeth whitening services near where he stays, only those people will come and convert. Similar to in PPC, maybe in SEO 1 or 2 people will come to you, but with PPC 10 or 20 people will come to you. That is the power of digital marketing. Only where you spend, you earn. Okay. If you spend more, you earn more. It's not like branding where you spend a lot of money in making yourself famous, and then there is no guarantee of whether your fame has anything to do with how much you're going to earn. Okay. In direct response marketing, you pay for what you want, and you also pay for what your patients want. Okay. And then that return on investment will be guaranteed when the patient comes and converts himself as into your clinic, and then he pays you for whatever he is owed after you have done the treatment. And so if you're spending, say, 100 rupees on a PPC, not 100, let's say 1000 rupees on a PPC ad, there is a good chance that you will be earning 10,000 or 15,000 from that patient. Okay. Okay. What kind of digital marketing are we as dentists supposed to do? What we will do is something that is known as lean and direct response digital marketing. We already talked about what kind of direct response marketing, what direct response marketing does, right? You just have to make yourselves seen to those people who are interested in what you have to offer. But even then, you need not shell out too much money in order to, like, for example, instead of shelling out 1000 rupees, you want to shell out 10,000 rupees. and you want that patient to convert into a premium treatment that you're offering. Okay, say full mouth rehabilitation. So does it mean that if you shell out 10,000 rupees, there is a better chance for you to gain a patient? No, it doesn't work like that. What you have to do is you have to go lean. You have to start small and then keep on increasing your budget. Okay, you have to start lean. And why I'm asking you to start lean and not go all in, because with lean marketing, you will get to know where you stand, how much budget should be good enough for you. All those can be done in a matter of one day. So why we have to focus more on lean direct response marketing is because the speed of feedback is very fast. For example, you run one ad, you see that people are not converting. Okay, you see people are not converting, immediately you change it to different ad. Okay, that can only be done in digital marketing. Like for example, if I have to put a hoarding saying that I'm offering full mouth rehabilitations, uh, do you think because it's not converting I can take it down in one day and put another one? No, right? In digital marketing such is not the case. In digital marketing, one ad's not working, pull it down immediately, ask your guy to put up another ad, and immediately it will start converting. Okay, you can keep on tracking your the conversions. Okay, every day if you keep on tracking your conversions, you will know how many people have clicked on the ads, how much you are shelling out, because it's a pay per click, right? So how many people are clicking on the ad and how many people are converting, how many calls have been made, and how much money you have spent in one day. All this can be tracked. You can always make charts and see the trends, where on which months you are doing well, which months are not good, like in the COVID-19 scenario, whether you are doing bad, and if you're doing bad, how bad are you doing. All these things can be seen using analytics and statistics. Okay, all these things can be collated by you, it can be kept, and you can keep on changing your digital marketing strategy accordingly. Okay, so you have to go lean in the start, don't go all in. You don't need to shell out huge marketing budgets over getting a few good patients, because there will be a good chance that you'll be wasting too much money. So you have to go small first and then keep on increasing your budget based on how many patients are converting. Okay, basic marketing funnel in digital marketing is, it looks somewhat like this. Okay, a sales funnel is a journey by a client or a patient after he enters your how do you say, imagine there is a patient, he has heard about you somewhere, he's aware of your clinic. Okay, and how he has become aware of your clinic, you can use content marketing. I explained to you in a few slides ago, in which you write articles, or you give out some essential information in exchange of that patient's attention, right? So what has happened is you have made that person aware of a problem he might have been facing, or a general oral hygiene method that you wanted to promote. He has become aware of you as a contributor towards the society, and now since he knows about you, he is showing interest in what else you have to offer, right? So what you have to do is you capture his attention, you bring him into your fold. Your fold will be your website, your fold will be your social media, your fold will be anything that you employ in order to gain the patient's attention and interest. Okay, so what you'll have to do is you bring the patient into the system, as in the example, say someone looked you up on Facebook or maybe on Google. He wanted someone, some doctor who is good with treating small kids, right? So he finds you that you have written a good article about how uh, about why nursing bottle carries occurs, or why it's important to wipe your children your child's teeth before going to sleep, right? So, and now he finds himself very intrigued with what you have written, and he has somehow, landed on the blog that you had written. And if that blog is connected with your website, he'll also check out the website, right? In the website you offer him something else. Now in the website you offer him information about yourselves, or about things that you know and you want your patients to know as well. This is what value is. Value is you giving out information or something that you can offer with no cost to yourself and at no cost to the patient. That value will automatically good for make for good branding and make for good trust building among your patients. After that, uh, after that patient has had enough trust in you, he will try, you have to make him uh, believe in you by giving him a call, and then ask him why he has been trying to reach you, okay, or reach someone who is good with kids, right? And if you hear him out, and if you know that you can offer this person and his child some relief from what he or she has been suffering from, there is a good chance that this person will convert into a client. This person and his kid will convert into a client. Okay, so this is how digital marketing sales funnel works. You have to give out value, you have to give him more value, you have to give him more value, you have to build trust, and then you have to convert him into your patient. Okay, now this is what digital marketing sales funnel looks like for all services. But for doctors, this can be modified into this formula. This is a formula that is that I came up with, and I'm sure it's not a very how do you say, it's not a one size fits all model, but if you do this, there's a good chance that you will gain a lot of patients, even more than you have had this before COVID-19. Okay, what you have to do is you have to make some listings or ads where there will that which will be enough for a layman to gain interest in what you are offering. Okay, once that person has showed interest, he will click on that ad and land on a website. A good professional website is the hallmark of a good professional. Okay, if you have a website that depicts what you are offering, there's a good chance that that person will become eventually your patient. Okay, there are many types of lead generations. Lead generation, okay, I'll tell you what lead means. A lead means someone who has a good chance of becoming a client. Okay, for example, you are an endodontist. You know what pain can do to a person. You know what toothache can do to a person, right? So what you do is you write an article or a Facebook post which will, which can make people aware of what to do in case of acute pain. Okay, I'm sure every third person in India or in your city will have had some kind of experience with toothache. So that toothache can cause a lot of trouble in his lifestyle, and if he's a very stretched out person, that person can also do drastic things to himself and become a little bit of a like it can lead to a lot of problems, not eventually but immediately. Okay, so you can write a small blog about how to minimize toothache and what to do in case of a acute tooth pain. That automatically is an interesting topic in itself. You can put a link to your website or to your blog where you will ask the person to give up his personal details. Okay, and the personal details will be his name, his email ID, and his phone number. Usually these three things are enough for lead generation. So that lead generation will land on your website. Okay, that website in itself will become a good funnel for the patient to become to convert into a long-term loyal patient. Okay, after you get his details, you give out information by calling him or by giving him an email or by giving him an SMS, whichever works for you. Okay, I prefer calling him because that makes a more personal statement. Okay, you made the ad, you generated the lead, and now you want to give him information about his toothache, why it might have been happening, what are the possible treatments that you could give to reduce his toothache. Okay, all those things can be done in this stage. After you have helped him with his toothache, he may or may not have converted into a patient yet. Okay, after that, you make another follow-up call or send him another SMS to know whether he has had any relief or not. Okay, after the follow-up calls and all the ego massaging that you have done for the prospective patient, you urge him to come to your clinic to get definitive treatment done or the definitive investigations done, and based on those investigations you can offer whatever treatment that you can offer. Okay, so we'll go through this funnel once more. You put out an ad in which you'll be giving out information. Okay, you keep track of who is converting, who is clicking on that ad and who is landing on the website, and whoever is landing on the website need not go away without giving up his information. After his information has been taken up by the website, you give him the information that he's actually looking for, namely getting treatment for toothache. After you have helped him with his toothache for the short term, you make another follow-up call after a few days to know whether his toothache has subsided or not. And based on what he has to say, you urge him to come to your clinic to convert for definitive investigations and further treatment. Okay, so this is the marketing sales funnel for doctors, okay, and other healthcare professionals. But this is not a definitive treatment. This is this is not a definitive kind of marketing funnel. There are different types of about it. For beginners, this is as good as it comes. So the role of social media. What does social media do in this marketing funnel? Social media is a huge part of how the funnel is formed. Okay, what it does is it helps you in building a loyal fan base. That's how do you say, it's a very good engagement tool. If you have say 100 patients who have visited you in say in 6 months, you want to make them keep in touch with you, right? You have to be visible to them all the time. What you have to do is you have to be accessible to them all the time, right? If not practically, but at least visibly. So you have to build your loyalty by building your brand. Okay, your brand can only be visible to your patients if you and your patients are on the same platform. There is only one type of channel I can think of which can help you achieve this this end. That is the social media. If you are on Facebook, your patients also are on Facebook. There's a good chance that you and your patients can meet online all the time. Okay, it helps with public relations. You have to be seen as a good benevolent member of society, that you do good things for others. So that can only be made sure of in the social media. Okay. Brand awareness. If you have something to offer which is good for people in the immediate terms or in the long run, that brand awareness must be there for people to visualize all the time. Okay. If you want to develop a B2B business, business development, for example, if you want to keep medicines in your clinic or offer some kind of value addition in your clinic by way of offering toothpastes and toothbrushes for kids, that business development can be done only on social media. Okay. LinkedIn is a very good example of this. If you want to do lead generation for your courses, okay, there's a good chance that most of your leads are coming from social media only. If you want to sell or offer treatment to your patients, there's a good chance that you can do it on your social media, and there's a very good chance that most of your patients are already on these social media pages. You can also do Facebook and Instagram ads on social media. You can also offer ads on LinkedIn and uh, Facebook. Okay, so these things can be done on social media, but I must tell you, social media is a very fickle uh, phenomenon. Social media might be here today and it might change completely after 5 years. What you put out on social media, you may or may not own, but what you keep with you is going to be with you for a long, long time, or maybe perpetually. So I'll tell you what social media does. Okay. Social media, I'll tell you what Facebook is for. Facebook has a lot of data. It has a lot of information about you and your patients. So what it does is, if you are doing digital marketing via Facebook, there is a platform called Facebook Ads Manager, in which digital marketers use this platform to target your ads to those people who have more chances of converting. For example, if your patients are getting married, okay, so you can you can offer a small article on Facebook, and you can make it targeted only to those people who are getting married this summer. Okay. You can also do stuff like uh, for example, if someone has had a kid recently or in the past 1 year, you can offer them information about how to keep uh, uh, their kids oral hygiene intact, and how to care for their little ones. And Facebook Ads Manager can laser target only those people who have had kids in the past 1 year. That Ads Manager is a tool that is used by digital marketers like me, and we offer our clients a lot of stuff uh, via the Facebook ads platform, and most of those clients convert only because they have been targeted well. Okay. In Twitter, if you have news and articles to share, and if you want to do social work, you can always leverage Twitter for this. Pinterest is for uh, it's not very useful for dentists, but whoever is very interested in visual products or in clothing and artwork, and in cooking and other hobbies, Pinterest is a very good way of engaging with your followers. YouTube is for videos. Okay. YouTube in itself has become like a search engine, but it has the output is in the form of videos. So YouTube and Google are running on the same YouTube and Google are part of the same company. So what you do for Google also works for YouTube as well. Okay. LinkedIn is for professional networking. Okay. LinkedIn, if you want to be in touch with a lot of dentists in India and all over the world, LinkedIn is a very good way to do it. Okay. And Instagram, like I said, uh, Instagram is for visual products only. It is good to have Instagram if you have a lot of beautiful work to show to your patients and to other doctors if you're selling courses. Okay. And Google Plus used to be a good social networking tool, but it's not in use currently. But uh, uh, apart from Google Plus, the other platforms are still much in use, but it's up to you how to gather and how to leverage these platforms for your digital marketing strategy. Okay. uh, Coming to the website is the heart of digital marketing in dentistry. So what website does is it showcases your clinic to a lot of people who have not come to your clinic. So whatever it is that you do in your clinic, it can be shown to a lot more people. Say if you see maximum 30 patients or 50 patients in your clinic per day, you can showcase your clinic to 30,000 or 50,000 people in your clinic per day if you have the right budget and the right tools. Okay, so that's how you do that's how you do digital marketing, and that's why digital marketing is more in vogue these days, because it can reach so many people and in so many different ways that your traditional marketing will not be able to. Okay, your clinic is the online version of your sorry, the website is the online version of your clinic. Okay, always make the website in the same color scheme and same template and same internal marketing uh, layout as you would do in your clinic. For example, if a patient comes to you and lands in your reception area, is greeted by your staff first, offered beverages, and then they take their names and registration numbers and all the inquiries. So that is what should be reflected in your website as well. Okay, so the best thing about website is that it can be done in a very cheap manner. For example, this thing that you do in your clinic is it takes a lot of people and a lot of space, right? A website only exists in the domain of your digital devices, so it doesn't take any space at all, and also it does not make you spend too much in terms of paying salaries to your staff, right? So what you do in your clinic has to be done on the website as well. Okay, a website must also be optimized for mobile viewers. Okay, because 95% of your prospective patients spend 14 hours a day in mobile. They use the mobile to access the internet. So 95% of your prospective patients, they are spending 14 hours a day to access the internet via mobile. So it only makes sense for you that your website must be optimized for those 95% people. Okay, so why you have to be very careful about who you give your commission, I mean, who do you commission for your website building, is that most people out there are not very particular about what kind of websites are getting made, because they think it's just another thing to be done, and most of them treat it like a luxury product, or maybe something that they don't understand, and that's why they don't put much thought into it. But a website, if made well, can be made to bring in patients to your clinic without you doing anything at all. Okay, in the website you must have clear call to action buttons for appointments, calls, and WhatsApp also these days. If you don't have a WhatsApp button in your website, you will be missing out on a very uh, major part of your service delivery, which is personalized uh, conversations. Okay, it's also a component of value addition. Remember, we talked about value. Value is something that you offer without the person having to spend anything. Okay, people might confuse WhatsApp conversations uh, with free consultations. No, sir. WhatsApp consultations do not exist in the domain of digital marketing. All you can do is you can offer help, but that is not considered a consultation. A consultation is what you offer in the professional domain of your clinic. This WhatsApp is just another tool for you to engage with your prospective client in the hope that that person will convert into a patient. So CTA buttons should be clear and contrasting, and they should be prominent as well. Okay, a website helps in SEO, search engine optimization. If you have showcased your site, you will never be there's a very less chance of you to rank in the top, because without a website there is no content in, and if there is no content in your website, then what will Google showcase in front of people who are searching for help, right? So SEO is something that brings down long-term costs. If you keep on spending money in only ads, then it's like riding a dragon. You can't get down from a flying dragon, right? So if you keep on riding a dragon, the day you climb down is the day you get burnt. So that's why you have to incorporate SEO as well in your digital marketing strategy. Okay, SEO is working only very well only when you have a good professional website with good content and with relevant traffic. Okay, you should also be able to make sure that automations and integrations are a part of your website. We make websites that has automations and integrations like WhatsApp integration and email marketing integrations and SMS and Google Calendar integrations because this is what will keep your patient engaged to your site only. Otherwise, in this day and age, the attention span of each person is less than what it used to be. And if you are not engaging with your patient all the time, there is a huge chance that you will lose that patient for good. Okay. Then there is this thing called retargeting tools. These retargeting tools are not something very hi-fi. These are just small lines of codes offered by advertisement platforms like Facebook and Google and others as well, but most prominently by Facebook and Google. These are lines of code that have to be integrated in your website itself from the backend, so that if a person is coming and coming to your website and for some reason he went back to what he was doing, and if you're running ads simultaneously, what happens is whenever he opens anything else, your ads will keep on following him. Have you noticed this thing happening to you, where you have you searched for something, you landed somewhere, and from there, because you could not afford something, or maybe because you found a better deal, you went out and searched for something else, but you'll see that what you searched for has followed you into the new website as well. So that is where digital marketing can be leveraged via a website only. If you don't have a website, you cannot have retargeting. Okay. So first and foremost, you must understand one thing. Any kind of digital marketing is useless if your website is not up and running well. Okay. So in a website, there are some common mistakes that most of us make. Even when I made my own website, I had a lot of trouble because I could not make it to work. I do not consider these common mistakes as mistakes now because I consider them crimes. All crimes must be punished by, must have some sort of punishment. And the punishment that you get for making a bad website is what you see on the right side. Okay. This website does not have clear CTAs. You don't know what to do with the website. You will read the small fine print and you will get bored by it, and then you'll go back to what you are doing. This is a very bad example of how to make a website. There are so many digital marketers who insist that websites are not necessary these days, but believe me, it's not true. A website, the way we make websites has changed over the years. and the way we uh, we make lead generation has changed all over, like over a period of time. But what is unarguably true is that all the websites that are on Google is because Google loves uh, people, like Google loves entries where there are websites as well. For example, if you have a Google My Business listing, and if you have a website linked to the GMB, there is a good chance that you will rank higher than your competitor who doesn't have a website linked to your GMB. Okay. Most common mistake includes rushing the process. For example, if you commission my agency to make a website for you, okay, and if you keep on giving me, if you keep on rushing the process, for example, you say I need it day after tomorrow, and because of some reason, like we could not deliver in the time that we promised, and if you keep on rushing us, there's a good chance that we might miss something that may be crucial. Okay, so there should be no mistake about it. Should not rush the process of a website building, because each thing that we do in the website is important, and the more time you give to the website, the better chances of it ranking higher on Google, of getting SEO friendly. There should be no confusing navigation. If a person, a lay person who is not a tech guy or who is not a dentist, if he lands on your website, there should be no way that he gets lost in the website itself. For example, on the website on the right, I don't know what to do. I want to take an appointment, and I have to search in the fine print to find out how to call this doctor now. Okay, there is one small phone number that has been mentioned here, but I don't think it's clickable. There are no hyperlinks here. So this is confusing navigation. So there should not be any confusing navigation. It should always be a guided tour for the patient to come to your website and land on a page within the website where he's willing to give up his phone number, his contact details for you to follow up with him. Otherwise, this is totally an exercise in futility. We don't want any futile exercises from happening. So what we have to do is we have to take the person, hold him by the hand virtually, not in the real sense, but virtually. Hold him by the hand, take him on a guided tour along the website, and take him where you want him to come. Okay, so there you have to make him give up his details. You have to make him talk about his problem, and then you ask him to do what you want him to do, and that's how conversion happens. Okay, from the right side image, you will find that there is no call to action. You cannot call the phone number, and there is no way for you to find the location. Okay, this is a website which is a very bad example of how you should make a website for your dental practice. There is no optimization for mobile. If I want to view this website in my mobile, there is no way I can. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to make it optimizable. For a small screen such as a mobile, you have to make all the relevant information come into that small screen space, so that your patient can find himself being led into what he has been looking for. Okay, another very big crime is not optimizing for search engines. There are many tech IT persons. What they do is they will take your commission for the website. They will make they will offer you a cheap rate. They'll offer you all kinds of visual outcomes. They will seduce you with all kinds of offers. They'll also seduce you with a lot of sweet talk. But sometimes what they crucially forget is optimizing for search engines. There are so many codes that we have to integrate for your website to be visible on Google and other search. Because believe me, anyone who wants a solution these days directly go to something that they know will offer them a solution, at least for their own peace of mind, if not very practically. So they will land in Google, and people who think that all the information is there in Google, they are not wrong totally. So they will try to find solutions, or they will try to find someone who can offer them solutions on the platform that they know the best, which is Google. So if your website is not in Google, you don't know what you're missing out on, right? So that's the thing that I'm trying to drive home here. Okay, I'll show you an example of how I made my website. I hope that will be a better talking point, because that website has all the elements that we talked about in brief in the earlier slides. Okay, I'll show you my website. If people who are watching in mobile, kindly check whether this screen is visible to you or not. If not, then kindly open your browser and type gentledentalguwahati.com. Guwahati is the city that I practice in, and I live in Guwahati. Gentledentalguwahati.com. Here, this is the full version. Okay, if you want to see the mobile version, you can check gentledentalguwahati.com. It's already optimized for mobile. You'll find that all the relevant information in the mobile version is also intact. Only the visual objective is changed a little bit. Okay. So in the top of the page, you'll find that my branding is very prominent. Okay. I want check how the color changes when I hover my cursor over the call to action. Yeah. Even the call now button, this is not a button, this is just a text, but it has a hyperlink where if you click on the hyperlink, it will automatically open into the phone dialer. Okay. And this is the prominent call to action that I was talking about. You want the person to come to your website so that that person can take an appointment, right? What I am doing is, in the initial part of the page itself, we have made sure that the person sees what the objective of this website is. Okay. So you have not taken the person on a wild goose chase. You are offering him upfront what he is looking for, right? So when I hover over the call to action button, it changes color. That makes it look more prominent. But this is a very individual thing. If you want to make it look different, you're more than welcome. Okay. These are the type of dentistry that my clinic offers. I offer general dentistry because I'm a general dentist. I offer cosmetic dentistry because I love I love making people's smiles more beautiful than they already are. And I also offer emergency dental care because, well, shit happens. So the thing about a website is that you need not put a lot of text where there needs to be none. It has to be visually appealing, as well as it should be easily, how do you say, it should be easily navigable. Okay. If you notice, when I'm scrolling down to the bottom portion of the page, the header is still where it's there, so that the objective of the page is not lost. It will stay intact. It's called a sticky header. Okay. A sticky header is something that will stay in place irrespective of where you are scrolling. Okay. A little bit about me and my team here. This will make for content for Google to crawl and put out on the website. Okay. Then a little bit about my team and how many years of collective experience, how many patients we have treated so far, how many certifications we have done, how many staff members we have, a little bit about my team. Okay. Then a little bit of testimonials to make for social proof. Social proof is something, it acts like, how do you say? It acts like word of mouth, but in the online version. Okay. These are testimonials from my patients who I have treated. Then there is a call to action at the bottom of the page as well, where my clinic address is given and my opening hours are written. Okay. Then what I have done here is I have integrated Google Maps here. So anyone who has trouble finding my clinic can just click on this map and he will be taken to the Google Maps app in your phone, which is default. If you're using iPhone, then I guess Google Maps need to be installed manually. But for Android users, such is not the case, because Google Maps is already integrated, is already there. You don't need to install it separately. So all they need to do is click on this image and they will be taken to the Google Maps, app, and there is no way they can miss the clinic in that manner. Okay, we use a lot of third-party integrations and a lot of third-party automations as well. I'll show you the automations after I show you what we have integrated. Okay, in the mobile version, you will find that in the bottom of the page, you will find sticky phone call buttons, sticky WhatsApp buttons, and sticky email and message buttons. So that means people are immediately made aware of what I want them to do if they have opened my website via the mobile device. Okay, so they can choose to message me via WhatsApp or SMS, or if they want to call me up from that footer, they can use the dialer button as well. Okay, let's see what happens when someone tries to book an appointment. I just hit on the book an appointment button. Here, you can see that I'm not bombarding them with lots of information that they don't immediately want to know about. Okay, if they want to know about, I'm giving them the option to read it. Otherwise, I don't want to make this area look very cluttered. If someone wants to check out what routine checkup does, all they can do is click on read more. Okay, so here is a brief discussion on what we do when the routine checkup is going on. Details of the complaint are recorded with pictures, intraoral camera, and digital x-rays. Informed consent is taken. Following this, treatment is planned in the phased manner. Okay, so I have gone ahead and also shown them what I am charging for my registration fees. Okay, and I'm also telling them how much time it might take for a routine checkup to get over it. Now they have taken all the information that there is for me to give. I'm also telling them the location where I'm going to do it, and I am also giving them my phone number in case they want to ask me before they take an appointment. Or maybe because the patient has now enough trust in me, he wants to book a routine checkup immediately. So he'll just click on the only call to action button, the only button that they see on the new page now. So here we have included a small integration, which is Google Maps. Okay, in Google Maps, what we have to do is we have to make the person choose the time and the day and which doctor they want to show. So if they want to show to me or to my wife or to any other consultant who comes, all they have to do is click on the staff they want to show it to. If they know me, choose the date of appointment. If they want an evening appointment, they can take an evening appointment. If they want a morning appointment, they are most welcome to do so. Say 10:30 a.m. appointment they want. And then after they have chosen all this, they will see a preview of what they are signing up for. Okay. Then they hit next. After that, say I am signing up for routine checkup with Dr. Hazarika. Okay. Okay. My name is Chinmay Hazarika. That's fine. Let it be. Okay. And my message is that I have toothache. Please help. All right. I'll also click on I want to receive an SMS reminder 24 hours before the session starts. Just a reminder so that people don't forget on the day where they need to be, right? So after that, I'll just, the person will just check on whether the information they have given out is okay or not, and then he'll just book it. So this page shows that I have booked an information. I have booked myself as a patient. Okay. So now what happens is, now that the checkup has been booked, what I will do is, as a patient, I want to keep reminding myself. I don't need to rely on the doctor to remind me for the appointment. So what I'll do is I'll just add it to my Google Calendar as well now. In the Google Calendar, all I have to do is, as a patient, all I have to do is hit on save, and it is saved now. After it's been saved, on the day of the like 24 hours before the treatment is supposed to commence, the person will get an SMS reminder, and on the day of the appointment, half an hour prior to the appointment, that person's own phone or his own laptop will keep giving him notifications, whether so that the person will not miss the doctor's appointment. So you, as a doctor, on your end, you need to do nothing. This is the classic example of how automation occurs. On your end, what do you see? I'll show you what happens. Okay. This is the email that I got. See, hi, great news. Someone just booked one of your services. So this is the patient's name, because I registered myself in my own name. So this is what has come up. Let me check. Yes. So this is how it comes. So you can use this email to as a great lead generation tool. You have got the phone number of the patient, you have got the email of the patient, you have got the message of the patient, you have also got the name of the patient. You can call that patient up and give him some advice, and make him get rid of his toothache for a small while, and then get him to come to your clinic. And now that he has already booked an appointment, there's a very good chance that he will honor this appointment as well. Okay. So this is what we do in automation. What we did previously was integration. So integration and automations go hand in hand, and all this is possible via many methods, but the best is your website. That is why we always insist on having a good professional website, so that the person is not going to forget what he is there in the website for. So this one is a big no-no, and websites that we make for our clients are very, very, very targeted towards what the patient wants and where he wants to land up in. Okay. So that's the thing. Automation is the secret of digital marketing. If you have a clinic that is running, your website must also be running simultaneously, and your digital marketing should also be running simultaneously without you having to do anything. That is the hallmark of digital marketing. It's running on autopilot. If you do not make your system run on autopilot, you will be using up more time than usual. Just like how you make a banner or a hoarding and put it outside your clinic and keep it there and forget about it. Similarly, here also you have to do what is needed and just forget about it, and behind the scenes it will keep running automatically. Only thing is feeding it with content and hard work once in a while, and it's like a flywheel. You just press it once and it runs up and up for a long time, and then after the flywheel stops again, you have to push in once or twice, and then it keeps on running all the time. Okay. And You have to make the content, you have to grab their attention, you have to build their trust, and then you have to push them for transaction. This is what we do for all our informative websites. Okay, but for clinical websites, this left side cogwheel diagram is more than enough for you to understand. Your clinic is the major asset that you have. Your digital marketing and your website are the minor assets that you have, but all of them must be turning simultaneously. If they turn, you will keep on earning money without any problem. Okay. There is one more top secret that I had already divulged in one of the earlier slides, which is automated retargeting. Automated retargeting is nothing but lines of code that follow you and make sure that you do not go to the competitor. Okay. For example, if a person you ran an ad about toothache and he came to your website, and just before he could book an appointment, he went back and checked out other doctors as well. So what you have to do, you have to do nothing, because you have already your website developer has already put a line of code in your website, which will make sure that you don't need to do anything, because that line of code will do all the work for you. What it will do is, if your prospective patients runs to your competitor's website, or maybe he's not interested in dental treatment anymore, but he wants to read a news instead. So what this line of code will do, it will immediately pick up that person's presence in the website and run after him, and whenever he opens any other website, it will show your clinic's website as an ad in that website. So it's like a website within a website, because he has already he has already come to your website, and this line of code has latched itself to his presence. Okay, so this is a top secret that most marketers will never tell you. That's automated retargeting. But there is a catch here. It is only possible if you have a website or a landing page within another website. Okay, because the codes can only be integrated in the backend of a website which is already made possible. Okay, and also another catch is that it is possible only if you're running paid campaigns. Retargeting and display ads don't run hand in hand if you're running organic campaigns. Organic campaigns is a misnomer. There is no such thing as organic campaigns. But if you're doing something, if you're sharing your links anywhere and someone has seen the link and come to your website, he may or may not be targeted by retargeting. You are doing something, and if you are doing something which is if you're doing something that that has paid campaigns as its components, there is a good chance that that person will convert, because the conversion rates increase dramatically if you are using retargeting. Okay, so where do we start from? Where do we start from? As a beginner in dental digital marketing, first and foremost, you must have a website with good SEO. SEO takes time for you to rank on first page of Google. So what you have to do is, make the website and ask the developer to put in all the necessary codes that will help the website rank in Google. Okay, immediately or simultaneously, you can get your Google My Business up and running. Okay, it's a very simple tool to use. I don't want to take much of your time explaining to you how Google My Business works. It's just like a small app where you fill in all your details, and then there is an OTP or a postcard that comes to you, and there is a code in the OTP. You put that code in the app itself, and after the app becomes live, you become visible to everyone in the vicinity of your clinic. Okay, so that shows up on Google Maps as well. Okay, so Google My Business, like I said earlier, it's for brick and mortar businesses only. Your clinic is a brick and mortar business. It's a local business, and that's why you are eligible by default with GMB. Okay. Then again, simultaneously or immediately after, you have to set up your social media accounts as well. And then you have to link all your social media accounts with your website and your GMB. Okay. In GMB, the social media links don't work as well, and I'm not even sure they are used anymore. But your social media must be 100% linked with your website, because uh, uh, they make for more links in the website and as well. And you also have to be present across all the digital marketing platforms where your patients will be. So wherever your patients are, you have to be there. Then comes the question of digital marketing. Remember that uh, the funnel that we talked about, you have to integrate your digital marketing via your social media and your search engines, and find out a way in which all these things can be integrated together, and then uh, keep on repeating the same process all over again. So website, GMB, and social media simultaneously or one after the other, you make you must make them. Then you must bring them all together and make a very fluid journey for the patient to follow. Integrate digital marketing in your practice, and then keep on repeating the cycle. Rinse repeat is the way to go. And if you have trouble with all this, I'm always just one phone call away. So you just give me a call, I'll help you set up this. But I think it's not very difficult, even if you do it on your end as well. Okay. So what does an agency like Zelf Digital Marketing Agency, where does a digital marketing agency come in? Okay. What we do is we have a team of 11 people who are always on top of what goes on in digital marketing. So what we do is we make website development and SEOs, we make funnel development and optimization, we create your ads, we do a lot of content marketing, we can integrate your automation, the automation that I showed you how to do it. These are all technical stuff, and my team does all the heavy lifting work. Okay, we have a dedicated social media manager to be on top of things, and we also offer digital marketing courses for doctors and healthcare professionals. The best way to learn digital marketing for doctors is if a doctor helps you along the journey. Okay, because healthcare marketing is not like how you offer other how you offer marketing to other businesses. We have to be little bit subtle. We also have to be a little bit more more. So that's why it's better if you learn your digital marketing courses from your fellow dentist or a fellow doctor, because this will eventually help you with more insights, because we are insiders, right? So the digital marketing agency must be very reputable, must be very helpful, and also must be very be authentic. And we are also having a lot of clients, healthcare clients from all over the world, and most of those clients are very much happy with us. And because we have had experience in this since a couple of years, we are always on the right foot, and we are also on the verge of offering digital marketing courses for all the doctors, whoever we know personally. We are also doing offline digital marketing courses and online as well. So there's one bonus that I wanted to give you. Remember when I told you in the first slide that it's a secret bonus. I want to see, the role of a digital marketing agency is to get the patient to call you up and take an appointment. But how do you actually make the transition from a phone call to an actual patient? That has to be done on your end only. The digital marketer cannot help you with this. Okay, so Remember that funnel that I told you? That classic funnel can be applied to your phone call as well. Whenever a person is calling you up, all you have to do is make a greeting. Say hello, hi, or if the person is not comfortable with English, you can also talk in your vernacular language. You can talk in Hindi, Bengali, wherever, whatever is your vernacular, or whatever the patient is asking you in. So if he's talking to you in Hindi, you talk to him in Hindi. If he's talking to you in Assamese, you talk to him in Assamese, and then revert his call in the same language that he's asking his inquiry in. First, you have to identify the inquiry. The inquiry, sometimes what happens when the patient tells you his problem, immediately our mind races and we reach to the bottom even before we hear him out completely. So that thing must be avoided at all costs. Even if you know the answer, or even if you know where the inquiry is leading towards, refrain yourselves from jumping to the conclusion. Let him make his statement fully without interruption. After the inquiry has been made, what you have to do is you patiently transition him into taking an appointment. Okay, most of the inquiries are for pricing, because the patient doesn't know what to talk about. He only knows one thing, that he has a problem and that it needs a solution and that it's going to cost him money. Why a patient is always asking about the prices of your treatment is because he has no reference to a talking point. Okay, he only knows that there is a treatment and that treatment will cost him money. So what you have to do is you have to transition the inquiry about price into an inquiry about the solution. You have to sell the solution to the patient. If he has a toothache, and he says that the tooth is aching, but the tooth is not mobile, and the tooth has only a small hole which had been filled up by a previous dentist. So you immediately know that this tooth might be saved using only root canal, right? So you try to transition him into the possible solutions, not the definitive ones obviously, but the possible solutions that you can offer him. You ask him about you ask him about all kinds of things that will take his mind off the price point, and ask him to take an appointment, and then schedule the appointment. And while scheduling the appointment, you must ask for his name, phone number, and age, so that you will know who you are talking with, and you can formulate your treatment plans in your head only, very subtly. Okay, after the data has been captured, after the treatment has been scheduled, after he has taken his mind off the price, you educate him about what to do with the pain for the time being, and then put a confirmation whether his appointment has been confirmed or not. A couple of days after the appointment has been fixed, or a couple of hours or a couple of minutes after the appointment has been confirmed, you make him another call and ask him to confirm whether he will be coming on that day. Okay, so this is the classic blueprint of taking an inquiry call. Greet him in the language that he greets you in. Identify the inquiry. Okay, take his mind off the price point. Transition it into a solution or solution oriented call. Okay, schedule the appointment, and if he's insistent on the price, it's better for you to give him the prices, because if that's what he's looking for, he'll be grateful to you if you are telling him the price, because price shoppers will always be price shoppers, and they don't mind being very blatant about it. So your phone call in itself acts as a filter against unwanted patients for you. If he wants the price, you give him the price, and if he wants a genuine solution to his problem, then you have to transition him into the solution itself. So greet the patient, identify the inquiry, transition into a solution oriented phone call, schedule the appointment, capture the data. This is important because this is where the question of lead generation comes in, and then educate him about the possible solutions and whether he can have some kind of relief for the time being. Then call him up later to ask for a confirmation again. Okay. with this, we are coming to the end of our slide presentation. So I'll be signing off with these two sentences, which I feel are best suited for dentists and other doctors. The best marketing does not feel like marketing. This is a single most important line that you can take home from this presentation today. The best marketing does not feel like marketing, but does not mean that it is not marketing. It is definitely marketing, but your patient must not feel like that. He should be taken on a handheld journey towards the entire funnel, and only then he can come to your clinic thinking about you all the time. Okay, and this does not end there. You also have to make him keep coming to you and to no one else. Okay, one more thing is, stop interrupting what people are interested in and be what people are interested in. This is the classic hallmark of why digital marketing is better than your traditional marketing. Traditional marketing is interruptive in nature, so if you keep on interrupting people, they will just lose interest in you and find you annoying. So instead, you become what people are interested in. Okay, so that is why inbound marketing is what is important uh, for long-term retention of your patients. Okay, so with this, I would like to sign off. That's all, folks. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Ankit and team from Chesa Academy. I'm very grateful to you for offering me this opportunity. And if there is anything else you'd like me to cover, or if there is any questions or any kind of troubleshooting that you need me to cover, I'll be more than happy to help you. You can put all your questions in the comment box under the Facebook live video, and if there is any problem where I can help you, I'll be more than happy to help. Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. It was a pleasure having you here. And I think a few questions would be coming on Facebook. Till now, they're only compliments. So we'll just wait for them. And if there are any questions, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.